Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Brown's Latest. I'm Dave Grendzynski, and when I'm not swinging through the drive-thru that Shedeur Sanders is working to pick up a chicken sandwich, I'm here updating you on all of the latest news involving our Cleveland Browns, and then also providing analysis and opinion on said news, and sharing your analysis and opinion along the way. Thank you to everyone who has liked our previous episodes and who has subscribed to the channel. Fit Check coming at 7,000 subscribers. We're almost there, getting so close. And thank you to everyone who jumps into the viewer comment section to make your voices heard. Now, coming up on today's show, TJ Watt, he may be the highest paid non-quarterback in the league, but he's not the best player heading into the 2025 season. Our guy is. And it's not the only reason I did a double take when I saw the top 10 list. There are some very recognizable names on the list of unclaimed funds that are going to help pay for the Browns' new stadium. Wait till you hear this. A former NFL wide receiver points out the biggest mistake Kevin Stefanski could make when it comes to Shedeur Sanders during training camp. And down in the viewer comments, we have some Dave on Dave crime today. Whoa. All right, we're going to find out what that's all about. But let's go. First things first. Pro Football Focus, our favorite people. They have come out with their top 50 players heading into the 2025 season. And you're probably like, Dave, how the heck did they come up with this? Well, I've got the answer. These are the 50 players that PFF thinks are the best in the NFL as the new season begins. They rank them by how well they played in the past, how good they're expected to be in the future, and then also how much they matter to the game. So, I mean, in essence, they use lots of data to decide who stands out the most, and then going into the new season, and they say, these are your 50 best. Now, we're not going to go 50 best because I can only fit so many in, but here is your top 10, and there is a very familiar name right there at number one. There he is, Myles Garrett, our own Myles Garrett. He is the top player heading into the, this is all players, folks. This isn't just edge. This is every single person, every player in the NFL. Myles Garrett ranks the best. And you can see the rest of the list there. Mahomes and Burrow and Allen and Chris Jones and Micah Parsons, Derrick Henry, George Kittle, and then there's TJ Watt. Well, here's what they said about Garrett. They said he remains the brightest star in Cleveland, and he's the most dominant defensive player in the NFL. He posted a PFF grade of 92 or higher in the last 4 seasons, including a league-leading 92.3 last year. He's 29, and he's building a Hall of Fame resume with a level of dominance and consistency that few players have seen. And so Myles Garrett getting it done. Now, here's the other thing to take note of this list. And this is, I did a double take when I was like, holy moly. 4 out of the top 10 players in the entire league play in the AFC North. You see Joe Burrow, you see Derrick Henry, and you see TJ Watt. So that'll give you an idea. That'll give you an idea of just how tough this AFC North is, man. Could this be the toughest division in all of football? You decide. But nice to see Myles Garrett on the top of that list of not just the best defensive players, the best players in the entire league. We have them. So there's something to celebrate if you are a Browns fan. Now, speaking of big names, have you seen the list of names that are on the Unclaimed Funds list? Now, this is the list that, remember, Governor DeWine, Ohio's governor, he slipped into the budget this little rule that will take unclaimed funds and funnel them straight into the Browns' new stadium that will be built in Brook Park. And when you take a look at the list, you might do a double take and go, what? Listen to this. LeBron James is on it. Baker Mayfield is on it. And then Johnny Manziel is on it too. And we got a bone to pick with him. But LeBron's on. He's got 4 entries for over $100. Baker Mayfield has 3 payments ranging from 10 to 100, and then Manziel, he's got $50 to $100 payments from ADT. So apparently, he was trying to get a security system or something, and they owe him some money. And the NFL Players Association owes him over $100. But Manziel, oh my gosh, did he annoy me the other? Did you see that on a podcast? How he said he hated Cleveland. This is why Manziel is just a complete mess, and why he can just stay as far away from us. I'm glad. Just stay as far away from us as possible. But so if they don't come and get their money, that money, well, at least we'll take Manziel's money and help pay for the new stadium. So I'm all for that. So, but there you go. Like check the list. Go get your money before the Browns, before it's used for the Browns stadium. Just call LeBron too and Baker while you're at it. Let them know that they got money sitting there. So I just thought that's just great. I mean, anybody can have unclaimed funds, and even LeBron. Who knew? All right, now moving on. There's a mistake that Kevin Stefanski can make, according to a former NFL wide receiver, that head coach must avoid when he's dealing with Shedeur. We're talking about Harry Douglas. Remember him? He played for the Falcons. I remember him back in the day. Well, now he's an analyst with ESPN, and he said that Stefanski better watch out. This is what he says. He says, if Shedeur Sanders goes into training camp and he lights out and he's playing very, very well in the preseason, there's going to have to be conversations that it might be earlier than that they put him in. He says what you don't want to do if you're Kevin Stefanski is to have a guy show that he is the guy, but to not play him. Then you're going to have some controversy when it comes to your roster and older players who are trying to win right now. And so, Harry Douglas is not mincing his words. Now, he thinks Shedeur will take over by Game 7 against Miami. That's just his thoughts. He's thinking, that's about the time you want to make the switch, which is, whatever. That's fine by me. But if he balls out in the preseason and he keeps doing what he started to do at minicamp, and he carries it over in the training camp, and the vets aren't getting it done, it might be sooner than that. So remember, we said he provides the hope. Shedeur provides the hope. Dillon Gabriel provides lots of uncertainty because you just don't know what you're going to get from Dillon Gabriel. Now, listen, Kevin Stefanski could make a mistake with Shedeur, but one place where there's never a mistake is down there in the viewer comments. And today, we will start with Visible ID, who says, isn't Michael Vick left-handed and 6 feet tall? Remember when I said that Dillon Gabriel, he's uncertainty because he's a shorter quarterback and he's left-handed. And so I think Visible ID is trying to say Michael Vick was good, and he was 6 foot and left-handed. The problem is Dillon Gabriel is barely 5'11", and he's already had passes batted down at minicamp. And so, the height thing is the thing, and a lot of people scratching their heads wondering why the Browns took him in the 3rd round. But hey, he may prove us all wrong. We shall see. But appreciate the take, Visible ID. Tyrone.10. This is great. Hey, Grizzer, Shedeur, and Denver Bronco fan here watching daily. Well, Tyrone, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I want to let you know, we can coexist, Browns fans and Broncos fans, because one of my best friends is a Broncos fan, lifelong Browns fan. We've gone to games together. I went out to Denver with him for a Browns game, and he still loves to send me occasionally videos of the drive and the fumble. But you know what? I still cherish his friendship. So we've been friends for a very long time. And so Tyrone.10 and I are now new friends too, even though we're Browns and Broncos fans. We can coexist. How about Jacob Hinkle, 8581, who says, the Browns are America's team now. Maybe not yet. Getting there. I think if Shedeur's quarterbacking, it's going to help a lot. But I don't know if we're there yet, but we're getting there. And then we'll end on, listen to this. Dave V, 3559. This is what I teased at the top. This is Dave on Dave crime right here. Dave V says, this guy is dumb if he thinks the Browns are good at anything but losing. And my response was, how can a Dave say that about another Dave? Come on, Dave. We got to stick together. Listen, Browns are winning at least 7 games. At least. I already bet the over. So, Davey, I am sorry, but the Browns are going to be great at winning this year. All right, that's going to do it for today's show. Thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget about the QR code if you want to be a member. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for all the support you have shown our little show. That'll do it. Go Browns. We'll see you next time.